3 feet from gold is what I wanted to talk to you about today. 3 feet from gold is what is brought up in the book Think and Grow Rich. And what does it mean, 3 feet from gold? Well, in the book, Napoleon Hill tells a story about somebody who, in the gold days, in the gold digger days, was mining for gold and had a good time finding a lot of gold. And all of a sudden, the vein stopped. There was no more mining of gold. So they hacked around a little bit and then they stopped and then they sold everything to a junkman for a couple of $100. And the junkman was kind of a smart guy. What he did is he got himself a land engineer, or whatever the word is for that. And that man said, you know what, the layers in the earth can shift. So he said, most likely the gold is still there. We just have to dig in a little bit different direction. Anyway, 3 feet from where they stopped digging, they found the vein again. And it turned into the biggest vein ever found in the United States. So what is the lesson in here? What is the deeper meaning of this story? This is a true story, by the way. It is a true story. But what's the deeper metaphor in here? What is the lesson for all of us? Is that we humans have a tendency to give up really easy. Once we find something that we want to do, that we love to do, that we have chosen to create in our life, and it doesn't really pan out as fast as we had hoped for, we have a tendency, we humans, you and me and everybody, we have a tendency of just throwing in the towel, of just going like, oh well, it wasn't meant to be. Whereby if we would apply persistence, because why did we start in the first place? It wasn't a fluke. We invested money, we invested time, we invested our focus, our energy in it. So why do we give up so easily when we just come to one bump in the road? A lot of it, I believe, has to do with how white hot is your burning desire? How badly do you want it? If you really want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it work. You will stick with it, so-called stickability, also known in the beautiful word of persistence. Heard a good quote this morning on the call, persistence beats resistance. So if something is resisting, just persist. In other words, if you don't get what you had set out to get as your goal, don't throw in the towel. There's always a different way. Look at water. Look at water. How does water flow? Well, water flows from the highest point to the lowest point. That's, how that goes, because it doesn't have a means of transportation by itself. So when water bumps into a boulder or a dam or whatever, it goes over it. If it can, it goes under it. It goes on the left side, it goes on the right side, or it just builds up until the basin is filled and then it overflows. It's persistence. It's always persistence. We humans really want to cultivate, want to improve our persistence. You have a goal, you have a desire that you want to create in your life. You want to express yourself in a certain way. Have the persistence. Keep going, keep digging. The 3 feet from gold is the persistence. Just keep going. As you might want to read the book, as a matter of fact. It's written by Greg Reed, and you can find it online, 3 feet from gold. And if you can't find it, go to the Napoleon Hill Foundation. You will find it there. 3 feet from gold is a great book with stories of successful people who, at one point in time, really did not see anything manifest in their life, yet they didn't throw in the towel. They persisted because they knew they were getting so close. Of course, we all have these feelings when we're so close, and yet it's still not there. We go like, I want it. Hang in there. Step back. Step back if you feel very frustrated. Step back. Go do something else. Read a book. Go shopping for an hour. Go walking for an hour, do something. If you live close by the ocean, walk on the beach or take a swim or do whatever, walk your dog, whatever, do something totally different, separate from your business. And then come back again with a fresh look. It's the persistence. It's the persistence. And if it means to break away for a full day, then break away for a full day, but don't give up ever. There's a beautiful poem that also says, never give up. You can also Google that online, and I could probably put it in here as well below. Never give up. So the 3 feet from gold is all about finding persistence within you and keep going to where you want to go. I know you can do it. I'm doing it. You can do it. So keep going. Do not ever, ever give up. Good luck.